President Trump on Friday demanded unconditional surrender from Iran's ruling regime, the most unambiguous statement of U.S. war aimed since the operation began 7 days ago. Why it matters. The demand leaves no visible off-ramp. If Iran refuses to capitulate, and there's no indication yet that it will, the war could continue until the regime collapses or Trump blinks. What he's saying, there will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender, Trump wrote on Truth Social Friday morning. He added that after the current regime surrenders, great and acceptable leaders must be selected. Trump pledged that the U.S. and its allies would help rebuild the country and make it prosperous after the war. Iran will have a great future. Make Iran great again, MAGA, he wrote. Zoom out on Thursday. Trump told Axios he wants to be personally involved in selecting Iran's next supreme leader to ensure the successor doesn't pursue policies that lead to another war. Between the lines. If this is the official position of the U.S. administration, and given the fact that the current regime in Iran will not surrender, then the campaign will have to continue until the collapse of the current regime, said Danny Sidrinovich, a Han-Iran expert at Israel's Institute for National Security Studies and the Atlantic Council. Anything short of that would effectively be considered a failure. Despite all the operational successes of the campaign, he added, behind the scenes, Secretary of State Marco Rubio told Arab foreign ministers in a series of phone calls Thursday that the war is expected to last several more weeks. According to sources with direct knowledge of the conversations, Rubio said the current military focus is on Iran's missile launchers, stockpiles, and factories. He told the ministers the U.S. goal is not regime change, while simultaneously making clear Washington wants different people running the country, the sources said. Rubio added that there is currently no U.S. dialogue with the Iranian regime, and that any talks now would undermine ongoing military objectives. Trump said Thursday that Iran wants to negotiate, but that he told them they are too late. The State Department didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. State of play. U.S. and Israeli strikes entered their 7th day Friday with growing intensity. Iran and its proxies, Hezbollah in Lebanon and Shia militias in Iraq, continue launching missiles and drones at U.S. bases, Israel and Gulf states, but the pace and scope of Iranian attacks has significantly decreased. CENTCOM Commander ADM Brad Cooper said, Iranian missile attacks have fallen 90% since the war's first day. U.S. and Israeli officials claimed Thursday that 60% of Iran's missile launchers and stockpiles have been destroyed. On Friday, Israeli fighter jets struck a heavily fortified bunker beneath the late Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei's compound, his emergency command center. IDF spokesman Brig. Gen. Effie Defren said Israel believes senior Iranian officials had been using the bunker in recent days and is still assessing whether anyone was inside at the time of the strike.